recognizing the accomplishments of John Moon. Mr. Moon?
You gotta come up, John. I'll do this one if you want. I'll do this one. John Moon, how are you?
Yes, please.
Yes.
This is Moon.
Before I get into making the presentation, I just want to say not only has John Moon been a great athlete here in Linden, he's been a tremendous friend to the Armstead family, and he has represented this city well. Even after he left Linden, he's always represented us well in his achievements, and we're just honored and we're very fortunate to have a gentleman like him to have come from our town, and the things that he's accomplished with regards to training other youth. It just speaks volumes for what type of person this man is. So we thank him for all he's done, not just for this town, but for others. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and read this resolution. And I see he's brought his family. He's brought his family here also. There's a bunch of Moons out there. Everybody stand up so we can see who you are. He brought the whole family out today.
Seton Hall team over there.
Oh, and he said he brought his Seton Hall team over also. Stand up, guys. You got yourself a great coach. Resolution recognizing Mr. John Moon for his outstanding accomplishments in the sports and track field. In sports and track and field. Whereas John Moon, a former Linden resident who has been born and raised on McCandless Street in the city of Linden, and whereas John Moon, a member of the Linden High School graduating class of 1957, excelled as a student athlete in both track and field and football, and whereas due to his exceptional performance in high school athletics, John Moon was recognized as an all-state and all-American athlete in high school and was inducted into the Linden High Hall of Fame. And whereas John Moon is currently employed by the Seton Hall University as both the women's and men's cross-country head coach, and the 2013-2014 season marked his 42nd season at the university and his fourth as the cross-country head coach. And whereas on December 3rd, 1997, as a sign of the respect that John Moon had earned throughout the nation, he was appointed to serve as the first assistant coach for the United States men's track team during the 2000 Summer Olympics held in Sydney, Australia. And whereas John Moon was honored with his prestigious Jesse Abramson Award for his dedication to track and field, has received the legendary Coaches Award from the Newark YMWCA, was named the Mid-Atlantic Region Women's Indoor and Outdoor Coach of the Year by the U.S. Track Coaches Association, and in 2006, he was inducted into the Hall of Fame of the New Jersey Scholastic Coaches Association. And whereas the Big East Conference has named John Moon the Coach of the Year 7 times in his career and has been named the Metropolitan Coach of the Year 11 times at Collegiate Track Conferences Coach of the Year, and Collegiate Track Conference Coach of the Year 6 times, and most recently was named the U.S. Pan Am Head Coach to serve during the 2015 Pan Am Games held in Toronto, Canada. And whereas during the 2015 Pan Am Games, Coach Moon and Team USA won 13 gold medals and a total of 41 medals overall, the most medals earned since 1999. I'm going to stop and clap now. The U.S. women won a total of 23 medals, the highest number since 1987. Go ahead, clap now. And now, therefore, be it resolved that the mayor and the city council of the city of Linden, New Jersey, along with the members of the governing body, do hereby congratulate John Moon for his outstanding dedication, commitment, and success in the sport of track and field, and recognize him as an outstanding citizen of Linden for his excellent coaching record and many accomplishments. And it is signed by Council President George Alvarez and myself, Mayor Derek Armstead. Okay, yes, we will. But prior to bringing his wife up, Councilman Monty Brooks, who's also a lifelong resident here in Linden, would like to have a few words to say.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you. All right. Good evening, everyone. Glad to see the rounds of applause. Glad to see the Moon family and everybody else here to represent them, but not going to go over what the mayor just went over in terms of Mr. Moon's accomplishments, but Mr. Moon sat right over here. I'm in my 7th month now. I think I'm a big thing. I'm just a little tiny thing. And he sat over there when I first came on, and he sat there to represent one of our former students, student Jonathan Petitholm, who is now at LIU Brooklyn. And that student was assisted by Coach Moon. Coach Moon came, Coach Moon represented there, and that student is now in his senior year. He's now not only an athletic All-American, he's an academic All-American as well, thanks to Coach Moon. Also, with Coach Moon, sure, he went to Montreal, Canada, he's a Linden guy, and he promptly won every medal they had. I said, come on over here and give me that. Now he's going, and I'll be happy to say this, now he's going to be going to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil to also coach the track team, Linden track team, there as well. Coach Moon.
Now, Mrs. Moon, I know you're a little bit shy, but come on up here and take a picture with your husband, okay?
Okay. First, I'd like to thank the City Council and the Mayor for recognizing me and giving this award. You know, it's always an honor to receive awards. You know, I receive awards all over the country and all over the world. But when you recognize from your roots at the beginning, that means a lot, you know. I mean, I grew up on McCandless Street and I attended school number 5, and those is my basic roots, and that's why it's a really good honor for me. Sure, I received a lot of awards, but this one comes from the heart, and it means a lot. So I'd like to say again, thank my family for all the support they're sending over there. Thank my wife for being supportive, and most of all, you know, thank Linden for being there. I'd like to say thank you for my deceased coach, Bert Arnold. Bert Arnold, Linden did not have a winter track team, and Bert Arnold supported me for entry fees and transportation out of his pocket. And he's the one that helped me, guided me, you know, through my career. Next, Ted Cooper. Ted Cooper always gave me encouragement. He was the AD at Linden High School. He gave me encouragement all the time. And one day, I was in the office because I didn't have a necktie on. Back in them days, students, we had to have a tie. If you didn't have a tie, you could go to class. So I didn't have a tie, so they sent me to the office to get a tie, and Mr. Cooper came by and gave me his tie. He said, you belong in class because someday you're going to be a good athlete, and we need you in class, you know. I'd like to say this family, thank you, for that, to that point. Again, Mr. Mayor, Monty, City Council, thank you for the honor, and it's a pleasure to represent Linden. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.